The Valley Green Vegan Podcast for Born Again Eaters is brought to you by Valley Green Naturals, a natural ingredient manufacturing company producing head-to-toe personal care products for clean living. Stay tuned to the end of this podcast for a special offer from Valley Green Naturals just for our listeners. Hey, welcome everyone. You're listening to Valley Green Vegan, the podcast for Born Again Eaters. I am Cindy, and I am so happy that you're with me today. So if you've seen our recipe blog, you'll know that I am a huge fan of soups. To me, there is nothing more hearty and filling than a nice big bowl of spice-filled vegetable or pasta soup with a big old hunk of bread on the side. In fact, I think in all of my soup recipes, I even mention serving each bowl with a slice of rosemary or sourdough bread, just because, a hunk of bread is just great for sopping up all that extra soup in the bowl. And it's always easy to stop by your local grocery store, bakery, pick up some fresh baked bread. But again, you'll want to check out the ingredient labels, even if it's fresh baked, because there could be a few ingredients that you might be trying to avoid on a vegan diet. And you know what? As easy as it is to make fresh home-baked bread, why not give it a try? I mean, honestly, when you start baking your own bread, there's really nothing in comparison to anything that you could buy in the store. So for basic vegan bread, do you want to know how easy this really is? It takes only 5 ingredients. That's it. So basic homemade bread, 5 ingredients: flour, salt, active dry yeast, olive oil, and hot water. And no, it doesn't take hours and hours and hard work and kneading and the dough and tossing it and turning it and all that stuff. Truly, it's as simple as mixing together the ingredients and pushing it around a little bit on your kitchen counter or cutting board for 5 to 10 minutes. It's really kind of like sculpting Play-Doh with your kids. I mean, the rest is a piece of cake. Well, actually, no, it's a piece of bread, eventually. But you get what I mean. The best part of making your own bread is that you can add a few other ingredients to make some specialty loaves. Try some add-ins like thyme, basil, oregano, maybe some cinnamon, sugar, and raisins. I mean, how about chopped walnuts, pecans, depending on where you're from in the country, sunflower seeds, maybe some, chopped up sun-dried tomatoes. Those are really good in bread. The possibilities are endless in creating your own masterpiece loaf. The recipe that I just posted on our blog today is for rosemary olive bread. And can I just say, this stuff is absolutely phenomenal. Before I turned to a plant-based diet, I used to always pick up a loaf of fresh baked rosemary bread from the grocery store bakery. I like to go to Wegmans. They have the best bakery in the world, and it's got vegan ingredients. So I was able to eat that even when I did turn to a plant-based diet. And it was always pretty good. And I really loved, serving it toasted as a side dish for my yummy soups. Olive bread, on the other hand, is a lot harder to find unless you have a specialty bakery nearby. It used to be that pretty much the only time I got to enjoy olive bread was if I was dining at a fancy restaurant and it happened to be in the bread basket that the server brings to the table. But when I learned how to make just basic vegan bread, and then I started experimenting with other add-ins, I found that my own rosemary and olive bread is just out of this world with freshness and flavor. So the recipe I posted on our blog includes chopped Kalamata olives, which really add a terrific savory flavor. But if you're not a fan of olives in your bread, and not everyone is, you can simply omit them and follow the recipe to make a couple of rosemary loaves. In my recipe, I like to toss in a small amount of thyme and some garlic powder for extra flavor. But the beauty of making your own bread is that you have the option of adding pretty much whatever you want. I mean, to be honest, I've even considered, haven't done this yet, but I've been thinking about it. How about taking the basic vegan bread recipe and adding some cocoa powder, a little sugar, some walnuts, and maybe some chopped dates? Doesn't that sound good as a breakfast treat with your morning coffee? I think it does. Long story short, friends, bread is a wonderful staple food that doesn't have to be dry, gritty, or boring like some of them are. You know which ones I'm talking about. But you can create a new and even nutrient-dense masterpiece to enjoy with your meals every single week. So do check out our latest post on the blog. It says all about bread, and I think it says rosemary and olives. And if you do try out any of our recipes on the Valley Green Vegan Foodie blog, we would really love to hear from you. There is a comment section at the bottom of every recipe page, and we truly would love to get your thoughts. And if you're on Spotify, Audible, Amazon Music, or iHeartRadio, please give us a thumbs up and hit that little subscribe button. You know where it is. And you can also subscribe on the homepage of the Valley Green Vegan website. It's valleygreenvegan.com to receive notifications in real time when we post a new recipe or article to the blog. We're still pretty new at this with just over 40 recipes on the blog now, but I promise there are many more to come. We're in this for the long haul. So thank you very, very much for joining us at the ground level. It truly is a labor of love, and your support really is appreciated. You can also find us on Facebook by searching Valley Green Vegan, where every time we post on the blog, we post a link to it on our Facebook page. And we're on Threads at Cindy Lawson DeVore. It's under my personal name because it has to go off of your Instagram account. So there you go. I only post recipes on that Threads account. So if you're into Threads, please do check it out. And guys, that is all the time we have for today. It was just a quick one. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back again soon with more delicious and nutritious cooking tips and vegan eats. So stay safe, be well, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, just a little postscript I wanted to mention. Many of us who are looking to live a clean and natural lifestyle are always on the lookout to avoid toxins in our daily lives. Even before I was diagnosed for cancer in 2017, I always tried to eat a healthy diet of organic foods and use clean ingredient products, cleaning materials, things like that. I was so into the natural and organic lifestyle that I actually started a company that produces clean ingredient body care products. That was 13 years ago, and my company, Valley Green Naturals, is still going really strong today. So what started as a soap making hobby in my farmhouse kitchen all those years ago has actually grown into a fairly good sized company, and we have over 30 products, and we make everything from soaps to facial care to deodorants that are all natural, body lotions and bug repellents even. Everything is made with plant-derived natural ingredients. So if you're looking to reduce the toxins in your personal care products, I just thought I would mention valleygreennaturals.com. And for anyone listening to this podcast, you can use promo code HEALTHY at checkout to receive a 15% discount off your first order. So that's valleygreennaturals.com, or you can simply click the link in the episode description below.